FC Dallas traveled to Yankee Stadium and suffered a 3-1 defeat. The team's first loss of the season, even though the team played well enough to have earned a point. Really, the game came down to some poor calls, and the ball simply not bouncing FCDs' way. For rating purposes, 6 is the rating used for an average MLS performance. Starters Jimmy Maurer, 6.5. Despite the loss, Jimmy had another solid showing for FC Dallas. Jimmy finishes with 4 saves, and 3 goals allowed on the day. Here are all 4 saves. As you can see on the final GIF, Jimmy made the save, but his defense failed him. If Jesse is healthy next week, Oscar could use this loss as an excuse to bench Jimmy. Matt Hedges, 6.9. Matt had another solid game, and was only partially to blame on the final goal. Most of the match, the captain was busy making these kind of plays. Matt finished with 2 tackles, 3 interceptions, 6 clearances, 1 blocked shot, 3 aerials, 76.9% passing, and 1 shot on goal. Reto Ziegler, 5.6. Reto was on his way to having a solid match, and then this happened. Agree with it or not, it still got ruled as a handball, and that call led directly to the second goal for NYCFC. Reggie Cannon, 6.5. Reggie had a rather quiet match with 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 clearance, 1 shot taken, not on goal, and 70% passing. Reggie played the full match, and continues to grow into his role. Anton Nedeljkov, 6.7. Anton was having a very good match but was culpable on the third NYCFC goal. Anton finished the day with 1 interception, and 3 clearances on defense. On offense, Anton had 75% passing, 1 aerial, 1 key pass. He beat 5 defenders on the dribble, and attempted 3 crosses. Victor Ulloa, 6.3. Victor had a relatively uneventful match, and was subbed out in the 75th minute. Ulloa was his usual self on defense, where he had 1 tackle, and 5 interceptions. Other than helping on defense, he struggled everywhere else. Victor finished with 58.3% passing, and very little else in the attack. Jacori Hayes, 6.2. Jacori had his first rough outing of the season. NYCFC were very aggressive in their handling of Hayes, and here is a video of him being run over on the opening goal. Jacori was dispossessed 6 times in total, and only attempted 17 passes before being subbed off in the 52nd minute. With Jacori coming off his worst performance of the season, it will be interesting to see who starts in the midfield next weekend. Santiago Mosquera, 7.5. Man of the match, Santi got the start over Barrios on the right side, and quickly tallied his first MLS goal. Santi showed a calmness and control on the ball that this team hasn't had for a while. He would finish with 3 shots on goal, and almost scored on this one. Mosquera also had 1 key pass. He beat 6 defenders on the dribble, but only had 40% passing due to his 8 failed crosses. He pitched in on defense with 4 tackles, and 5 interceptions. Roland Lama, 6.4. Roland pulled one of those disappearing acts that he was well known for last season. Like the rest of the midfield, he struggled with his passing on the small field, 52%, and only had 1 shot on goal. Maxi Urruti, 6.8. Urruti looked good in only 45 minutes of play, as he got an assist on FCD's lone goal. Christian Coleman, 6.3. Coleman continues to drive the fanbase nuts. With shots like these, we finally got a full half of Coleman and Diaz on the field together, and we were mostly disappointed. Coleman does a lot of good things off ball, but he fails to do the one thing that FCD needs the most, and that's scoring goals. Mauro Diaz, 7.2. Mauro looked really good in one half of play, and got the team some good scoring chances with his passing, but the team simply wasn't able to finish. Mauro had 81.8% passing, he completed 2 crosses on 6 attempts, he made 2 key passes, and beat 6 defenders on the dribble. He actually played in more of a central defensive midfielder role, as opposed to his normal advanced position, and he delivered 6 tackles as a result. This was an interesting position for Diaz, and he looked good there. Was it a one-time move, due to the small nature of the field? Or is this a position we will see Mauro play again in the future? Michael Barrios, 6.1. Michael came on late, and wasn't much of a factor. Carlos Gruezo, 6.2. Carlos subbed on in the 52nd minute, and really did very little to help FCD. Oscar Pareja, 6.5. We can question some of the decisions made by Pareja, such as why not employ a 3-5-2 formation to clog up the middle in such a small field. Also, some of the substitute decisions were a bit on the odd side. At the end of the day, the team actually played very well, and played NYCFC very evenly, but simply had the ball bounce the other team's way.